There we go. Whenever I see these cars, this track, I always think of that Molly Hatchet song of Court North Disaster.
I love that fucking song.
I'm driving down the road, I'm flirting with disaster.
I forgot which NASCAR game. It just makes me think of freaking, what is it, 98 or 99?
I think it was 98.
I think that's what it was.
NASCAR 98. That was the first NASCAR game I actually like won a race in, because I was still really young, so I didn't really take video games that seriously, you know, or even play a lot of them. I was mainly just outside playing in dirt. NASCAR 98 at Texas Motor Speedway. I'm glad you, since you're sick, Joe, you're not feeling well, you may have a little bit of a fever. I'm glad we have a nice, smooth track for you to race on tonight, you know?
Yeah, I know. Real easy race here.
Car's still good. Dude, in this high line, your right front is just like dragging on the ground.
That's weird because it's actually smoother up there.
That's probably smoother because your tires are off the ground. And when you're up here, like your sparks like crazy off your right front. Just remember, dude, we're just trying to salvage the top 7 here, man. That's all we need. Hey, so when you're up high like that, Joey, they try to pass you down low, but they get tight off the exit and it causes them to lift so they don't hit you. And then they just fall back behind you. Just FYI.
Perfect.
Yeah, you did. That's why I told you that, because this might be the line to run. No one can pass you. Like they'll try to go down low and pass you, but they'll get so tight by the end of the corner that they'll have to lift a little bit, and then they just fall back again.
This is definitely the Dale Jr. line.
Hey, I mean, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I also enjoy another good news is I think you've worn out enough of your front bumper here so that you're not scraping anymore.
I'll work on that right side too a little bit, I guess.
Yep. I mean, the thing, yeah, I mean, you still don't have any damage though. These cars are tanks.
Cool. I'm going to the high side. You can't pass on the high side.
Got help coming with you. Back to the front, baby. Let's go. It just seems like this lane is just unstoppable. Even when you hit the wall and fall back, you just come right back up. You don't have to run that close to the wall, by the way. I don't know if it's you doing that on purpose or you're just out of control a little bit.
It kind of pushes in the entry.
Okay.
There's gonna be 7 people with no arms at work tomorrow
Why?
because of this race.
I don't think Nick works, so There's be 6
Oh.
people.
Okay. Well, Nick, you won't be fapping off for next week.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I gotta get tested tomorrow, so I'm not gonna work.
You won't be able to sign any paper tomorrow.
I have to get tested tomorrow too because I'm not vaccinated, and my boss wants to have a 2-hour meeting with me and my other coworker that's out here in Louisville, and then we're gonna doesn't make any sense. We're having a team meeting, right, for 2 hours. She asked that me and my other coworker that's out here in Louisville come into the office and for the meeting. We have 2 other coworkers that are on our team that aren't even in this state and can't come in for the meeting. So we're gonna have a Zoom meeting with us sitting at a table across from each other. We have 2 other people at their houses still across the country. I was like,
Okay,
what?
then.
I was like, why don't we just have like just have everybody on Zoom? It's not that big of a deal. Because I have to go back into the office, I have to get tested before I go in. Even with help down there, they still can't get around you. They get right next to you. They can't pass you.
Is there anybody in my lane?
No.
Very good.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're literally lined up 3 cars in the bottom lane right here. 2 of them are real tight. And they can't get around you because they have to slow down and lift just a little bit on corner exit. And they just can't get around you because of it. This is the OP line, bro. Now they just gave up and folded behind you.
These guys are just like, what the hell?
Why can't we pass him? Especially like towards the end of the race when you want to get more racier, if you're still racing, of course. You could pinch him down a little bit and really make him back off, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't start worrying about shit like that until a long while from now.
I like Joey's response. He's just like,
I'm not even
yep.
fighting them that hard. I'm just
Wait.
running my line.
You don't have to, because you're just able to hold speed from the high line, and they have to slow down on the low line. Like they'll be able to catch up to you. I think Nick just wrecked.
Oh! Oh!
I'm sorry, Kevin. You guys just slowed down and there
He
was nowhere
killed
for me to
Kevin.
go.
Oh no, Nick killed somebody. You have at the line here, Joe. You have 13 laps until you need gas, and there's a caution.
He killed Kevin.
Why did Nick throw a caution for that?
Oh, okay. So what happened was the the
I'll take EOL on that as well.
28 car got into the wall. The Matthew checked up,
What?
and the 28 car got into the wall. Matthew checked up, and Nick got into the back of him.
What am I?
Why'd you check up, Matt?
Sorry, that makes you. Oh, do you want tires? I'd probably say you want tires.
Yes, definitely.
All right, you're gonna
Nah, he
get
don't
4
need
tires
tires.
and fuel and a tear off.
Very good.
This is
Don't
gonna
worry
be.
about the tear off. I'll just hang out the passenger or the driver's side window and wipe it off. It's all good.
All right, sounds good. I'll give you. I'll hand you a mop,
All right, Dale.
or I'll give you a rag. I'll give you some Windex and a rag. Good luck.
You know, I'm just next gen. I just bring like little thing like car hours brought to the road course that time.
Nick's like, I want to take the EOL on that. I'm like, Nick, you're already the EOL.
I mean, really? No offense, Nick.
You don't. Remember, you don't have a pit limiter.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
Joey's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh, some dude behind you in the pits spun sideways.
Hope we're going to the back.
It's okay. You know the OP line now.
Apparently, Nick can't get into his pit box either.
We're gonna need to test the 24 for alcohol.
Drugs, hard drugs.
They're gonna come out P2. No, he beat you to the line there. Damn it.
Now he's going in reverse down pit road.
Who is?
Nick.
He's probably trying to get himself DQ'd.
Yeah.
Nick, are you feeling okay? Good gosh.
Probably doesn't know no one's watching. He's gonna cut. And here's the plan, guys. Don't say anything about it, right? Wait for him to come in Discord and see what he did, and then see what he says. He's gonna say something happened in this pit stall or this pit stop, and he got DQ'd, and it was all bullshit, and yada yada yada. Even though he's the admin, he can clear his DQ even.
No, he didn't go far, but he was going down. He was going to. I can't believe he went that far. No, he went like 2 pit boxes.
He probably just blew by his pit box then.
No, he. Okay, it took him like 10 seconds to get into his pit box because he couldn't find reverse, and then he leaves it in reverse and takes off in reverse.
Oh mama.
Nick, we're gonna have a talk about your drug use. We told you about using cocaine before the race.
See what Joey's tire wear looks like on those tires there. Holy fuck.
What was his tires at?
His right front was at 59, right rear was at 63, left front was at 85, left rear was at 83.
No passing.
Do you want to know what
before
Nick's
the
is?
start finish line.
But
No passing before the start
His
finish
right front's at 71. His right rear is at 80. His left rear's at 90. His left front's at 88.
he's out here riding back half throttle.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, Nick, if you actually decide to go, you will have the fastest car in the field.
All right, Joey, so that just means one thing. Every pit stop you're getting tires. Holy shit. I don't know if we win a pit stop without tires if you would survive.
I think he'd die.
I think his tires would die.
Everybody's gonna get tires anyways every stop, so I'm not worried about using them up.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick might be able to survive without tires, but he's half throttle, so.
See if we can get the lead back or wreck, one of the two. I'm down for either.
Perfect. Right back to where you left off. I wish all Daytona races were this easy. Easy as in one place to run to stay up front. I'm sure you're not having an easy time right now.
It's actually really fun when you hit that line right. I just wish there were more cars.
Well, I mean, if you look in your mirror that you don't have, it looks like a normal race. Yeah, dude, when you're in this line, they can't touch you. Surprised they didn't pick up on that and had, you know, when they got ahead of you or they're on the pit road and take your line away from you.
Yeah, that'll be the test.
Yeah, see if they can figure it out. It's just something that I noticed when they were trying to get around you. I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to. Like, I could hear them lifting when they're on the bottom. So, like, they have to lift a little bit on exit, which hurts their straightaway speed and it helps you out. So you really, like, stay out in front of them, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
'Cause they seem like they're okay through most of the corners, just coming off that, it's that middle to exit phase when they start to make them get tight. One thing I'm worried about is when I'm getting tight and not lifting, just driving right into the side of your car. But
I'm down for either, just as long as it happens sooner than later.
yeah. Yep, happened again. He tried to keep it wide open that time, he couldn't. Almost. Dude, they're trying so hard. Dude, Matthew George just gave the 41 such a big run on your inside there. They still couldn't do it. They tried so hard right there too. Get another big run right here. Yeah, when Matthew gives him that big run like that, they both have to check up going in the corner because they're going too fast, and it just ruins everything that they had. Oh, they finally got around you. Are you letting them around you?
I'll give it to him. They caught me sleeping.
That's all good. Oh,
Oof.
yeah, that's a wall. Ours looks okay though. Okay, good news is when you did that, Matthew checked up, so he's tucked in behind you now.
Oh, that was sweet.
You made me check up again. Dude, this line is ridiculous.
He even tried to block that when I just went higher.
Dude, it takes so much work. Like him and Matthew have to work so hard to time their runs to push him out ahead of you in the draft. Like right now, he's gonna try it again. See if he can get there in time. Yeah, see, now they're able to do it. They have to do it on these straightaways, otherwise they can't get around you.
Dude, I'll wreck this motherfucker. I don't care.
Slingshot engaged. It's real nice to go to target. As soon as he loses his help, dude, he can't do anything about that line. So they have to have at least two people, and the person in the second place has to know what they're doing. But I think it's using up Matthew's tires a lot because he's lagged back pretty far back ways now. Either he's getting hot or his tires or there's something going on with him doing that too much.
I can't believe they haven't picked up on it yet.
Yeah, me either. But hey, you know what? Whatever. Be our little secret, right? Because as soon as they get around you, you just go right back to it, and then the next corner, you're back around them again.
I will give them props for dedication, though.
Yeah, I just don't think they realize what it does to the low line when he's up here in this line. You know. I think they're like, oh, he's just running up there because there's less bumps. Like, that's part of it, I guess, but not really. Oh, someone's wrecking behind.
No, Kevin! Poor Kevin.
Yeah, I think Matthew George just realized how tight he gets down there. It's so funny to watch this, dude. He's got a good run right here, though.
It's not enough. It might be. Oh.
They got 3 cars in the bottom line right now, drafting. Yeah,
I
still,
left.
yeah, that still tells you, dude. Like you have 4 or 5 cars on a line in the bottom drafting together, and you're able to outrace them pace wise just by running this line. Of course, they're not really packed up that well either, but oh, now they're coming with you.
Like, if you can't beat him,
Yeah.
join him.
Right? They get so close, but once they get around him, they stay in the bottom, and he just passes them right back.
I figure somebody give him a push and then just they go up in front of him, but
I mean, that's the thing. They are technically in front of him. They don't slide up into his lane. They just stay in the bottom. Like, watch if Matthew.
If they do decide to run a high line.
Well, don't do it now. Well, I guess you can try it now, see if it works, but don't like expose it, you know. 'Cause if Matthew can get up ahead of him in the straightaway right here, which he should be able to with the draft he's gonna get, and they got 3 cars, so he definitely will. Here it comes. So watch, he's gonna stay in the bottom now versus coming up to the top. And then Joey will just go right back around him again. Because again, I check up right there.
oh, contact!
Yeah, he checked up and correct his other friend. Oh my gosh. This is crazy to watch. I'm so glad that I figured this out for you, Joey. 'Cause this is
They're killing each other.
yeah, because
They're literally
it's because they
killing each
can't
other.
they don't have any other way of racing because they have to check up because they're on the bottom. And when they check up, they just run into each other apparently like that.
Why don't they just follow Joey around a corner, get a runner off the corner, and cut it low on exit?
Hey, John, don't. I mean, there's ways of combating it, but they're not doing any of them.
You always up here like, shut up, John.
Yeah, for real. Don't,
Won't you be telling my secrets?
yeah, we found something out. Don't give away the secrets.
Just a quick reminder, if you get a black flag for like speeding on pit road or something, let me know, and I'll clear it. It's just gonna be a drive-through.
I want to kind of throw a caution for that because there is so few cars in the field.
This guy's not gonna be able to go all the way around you. He's got no help behind him. Look at that, 17 laps of fuel left, Joey.
Sure, my ears are starting to burn again.
This is how little throttle Nick is using. He has 22 laps of fuel left.
Jesus. I don't know. I don't know if Joey's lifting. I never really see any flames out of his tailpipe.
I crack it a little bit in just to kind of settle the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't crack it a little bit, that bitch is like, hi, bye.
But also, Nick's in the back of all these cars, getting all the
Yeah.
draft, so he should have the best fuel mileage.
No, it's true.
Now they're just gonna start playing a carousel. Who's gonna be behind you and start?
Who's gonna be the next one to bite the dust?
Well, no. So here's what's gonna happen, John. So this car's the silver car is on the bottom now, right? Now, Matthew George will come up on the high side right here, and he'll pass the silver car, and then to get behind Joey, then he'll get back on the bottom, and someone will get to his house side, and they'll sit here and be playing carousel for second place.
I can see it.
Yeah, late in the race, Joey, when it's time to win, on corner exit, if you pinch them, they're never going to be able to pass you, even when they're drafting. I wouldn't start doing that yet. It's a little bit too aggressive, I think, for now. But definitely, like, white flag lap, yeah, pinch the fuck out of them, you know? Hopefully they don't wreck you.
Hopefully you don't look like Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick at Phoenix that one time.
I don't know if they've given up trying to pass you, or they're just trying to knock off some laps or what. But no one's really being that aggressive behind you. They're just kind of just cruising.
Everybody said, "Would the we just want to finish this race at this point?"
Like, we don't know how to get around this motherfucker and stay around him, so we're just gonna ride behind him.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah, Matthew just got washed up into the wall.
That looked like it hurt.
He was expecting Brian to stay low, and Brian stayed middle. And that made him really tight.
I don't know how much the payout is, but easy money so far.
What is it, money? Like real money?
Yeah, it's a $20 buy-in.
Oh, hell. Okay. I didn't realize that. Then, yeah, fuck yeah, bro. End of the race, pinch the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know where they're at. I'll get no damage.
I think they're fucking tanks.
Yeah, they are, dude.
I love
Yeah,
them.
you definitely have your Daytona stripe though. I'll give you that one. In real life, but these cars, there's not even a scratch.
It's a fun line to run, but it's hard to hit. That's what's going to be funny when they try it. because they're not gonna know what to do. They're just
I
gonna
mean,
be
like right
"Oh."
now, they're not really being aggressive. So if you even just run in the middle line, you'll be fine. So you don't have to risk it, you know? And running that middle line, you can kind of arc down on exit a little bit and really block off both lanes, really. But they're not being aggressive at all. They're just riding around.
Just ran my fastest lap.
Hell yeah. I mean, there might be more speed in this line here than up close to that wall, by the way.
I haven't practiced a pit stop yet.
Well, don't worry, you're going to in 5 laps. Yeah, right in the line you're running now and like exiting, like what you're doing now, since it's different than what you did earlier, it's really, I think, confusing them. They're trying their best to follow you, but they keep hitting the wall and each other. Let's go. Three laps. So you're out of fuel. I'm gonna pit here the next time.
Probably the time after that. 1.38. Yeah, I got 2.36, so I can do another lap after this one.
Yep.
These tires are gonna be toasted.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how these pit stops are gonna go behind you. I wouldn't rush it going into the pits because you haven't done it before. It'd be better to go a little bit slower than Mr. Pitbox or something, you know?
Yeah.
You're at 1.3 right there, so you'd be good. You gotta
Coming in
pit
this
next time. Yeah, you have to. I think they're gonna be pitting too, because they're like, for some reason, they just started slowing down like crazy.
Probably.
You've almost got a full second lead on them. That's all right. Use that to your advantage, you know. All right, pit this time. All good. Tires are toasted. It's my bad part about you leading like that is you're using up all the fuel.
Yeah. Heck, did you say we were allowed to get black flag clears?
I don't think it'll fix it once you hit the box, but yeah, I didn't hear you before then.
Alrighty then. Worked out. Right
I lost
front.
plenty of time in this.
Yeah. Right front was 28%. Right rear is 35%. Left front was 77. Left rear was 70. So yeah, they were used up. Everyone else is in pits right now. Are you still on the track? How did that work out for you?
It did, and I was lapped down.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, dude, you got such a big lead. All right, I'm gonna figure out where they're at for you.
Well, it almost half the race.
They are in the middle of 3 and 4 right now. I'll spread apart.
I figure they'll catch me, then we'll go on defense. Hopefully they wreck it or something.
Yeah, you're running. I mean, they're like that time you were faster than on that lap. So I mean, they're not gonna, I think, pull away from you. You know. So I don't think we're at risk of getting a lap here. We just need a caution. They're low. They're like 2/10 faster than you. Well, actually, that time you were faster than they were by 2/10. It's all right. Those right sides burn off slower anyway, so it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know what you're doing, but you're literally running faster than they are now. 3 to 4 tenths a lap the last 2 laps. I don't know if you will this lap since you Tokyo drifted it, but just some food for thought. You might actually catch them just on your own over time. Even with you Tokyo drifting it, you're only 2 tenths slower that lap. So let's keep doing what you're doing without drifting, and it's going to take time, but eventually, over time, you'll catch them. Or hopefully we get a caution. It's just crazy that you're faster than they are, though. All good, no damage. I think that bottom line might be a little bit better. He's trying a 44.7 down there. That's fastest that lap over anybody.
Like my favor's starting to pick up again.
Oh.
If I don't get a caution by pit stops, I'm probably just gonna call it.
All right. I just let Nick know there's a hot dog wrapper in turn 4. sent Nick a private message. And it says a hot dog wrapper turn 4. Then I sent him another one, and it says raining on the backstretch. They're getting kind of racy up front, though. Your intervals are getting smaller, though. You're only at 16.1 right now. You were over 20 when this first started. But if you're not feeling well, I totally get it. I'm not trying to force you to stay out here, you know. You're sick, you're sick.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I almost on the 15. They must really been racing because you're almost a second faster than they are. Oh yeah, they're racing like crazy. They keep changing positions. Yeah, and it rolls down to 13.4. Oh yeah, you're catching them pretty good now. As long as they keep racing, you're catching them pretty quick now.
Oh, I just ran a 44.4.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're running a 44.4. The fast lap they ran was a 46.6. You're almost 2 seconds faster than they are. I'm wondering if their tires might be worn out more than yours, because you're not in draft or anything making more stress on them, you know?
Probably.
Yeah, now you're at 12.5. You're gaining almost a second a lap right now. Which, I mean, if you keep closing in on this rate, you might start sniffing their draft before pit stops in 7 laps. Which sounds insane, but I mean, it is what it is. It's the But you're definitely running them down. Yeah, they're running 46.1 right there. You're gonna be 2 seconds faster again right here.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds now to the back of the pack. 9.
Yep.
Unless they're saving fuel or something for some reason.
Yeah, I just think they're racing because they keep changing positions. If the standings keeps updating, I just think they're getting more racy, and it's slowing them down.
He's pitting.
They're pitting.
Somebody is Kevin Roy.
Yeah, you still got 6 laps left.
Yeah, at this rate, I'll just keep on going.
Hell yeah, I mean, you're getting on them anyways. Why, there's no reason to pit. Well, he's dead last. 11 laps down. Get 9.6. You got 5.5 laps of fuel.
Yeah, I can see him now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna be here soon. You're gonna start sniffing their draft. You thought I was joking before pit stops, but I mean, it's what happens when you're running almost 2 seconds faster than a lap than they are.
These 87 cars don't make no fucking sense.
Like I said, they're just racing, so I think when they race like that, it's slowing them down because they gotta like check up a lot more because they're getting runs and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does make sense. It's just, and then you're getting lighter with less fuel, so you're getting faster. Oh, someone, what?
He's on the apron.
I just saw smoke randomly. Slows down to 7.8. You're still about half a second faster than they were that lap.
Yeah, I'm running qualifying times now.
At 2.6. If you do keep running, that's where those pits right here. When you're in a draft, I would try to draft a few laps because we're gonna be like a lap short. Because this is like coming halfway to go, you know. So trying to like time the
Yeah.
runs and what. Well, actually, we had a caution in there, so never mind. Just don't want to worry about that quite yet.
Bunch of fuel runs, what? 3 laps.
Um,
Alright, I'm coming in.
all right.
I still good to get a flag cleared.
Very good. Perfect pin entry there. Nothing happened at all. Perfect job.
Need to still brake a little bit earlier.
Pace cars, dude, just shoot at him. I reckon so is about 36 laps per tank. Is that what your calculator shows you about?
Yeah.
All right.
37.26.
Okay. Everyone else is in pitting right now. Yeah, you are. They're still on the. They're on the turn 1 and 2, but on the apron still. You're coming up to the start finish line now. They're spread out, so not really gonna have any draft. And there you are. You're there. No, it's not you. It's the other guy in front of you. Now you're there. I would still try to draft a few laps when you do catch them, just to get your how many maybe draft this whole run, to be honest, and not, just kind of chill in the back, just to get your fuel mileage caught up with them. The way you're not short pitting compared to them, unless you want to keep, unless you want to keep doing that. Would that be a bad thing, to be honest? We're still spread out pretty good up here. You should be able to run them down.
I'm only, what, 1 lap behind him?
No, you're in the lead lap.
No, I mean, on pit stops.
Yeah, well, I was probably 2 laps. You pitted on lap 99, they pitted on lap 101. So I say if you wanted to catch up to them, you could easily do that just by chilling in the back of the pack this whole run. Once you catch them. Wait, you're with them, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at it from like the front. I'm gonna switch views. There we go. Welcome back to the race, Joey.
Thank you.
It's up to you how you want to run the strategy. If you just want to chill and save fuel this run, since we haven't been able to this whole race, you can. Or if you want to be aggressive, we'll just be a couple laps short in fuel compared to them. Like I said, at the end of the race might not be a bad thing, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, because we got to pit 2 more times anyways, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yep. You get your crew chief on, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
But I'll ride here for a little bit.
I mean, if you could ride around, we gotta pit 2 more times. Try to stretch out that. That's too much of a risk. I was gonna say try to stretch out that. Yeah, you would lose too much speed. We gotta get the 4 tires, so the fuel thing doesn't really matter. It'll just help out for weight, make you lighter. And obviously, draft don't mean shit because you just ran down from 3/4 of a lap down.
Oh, they're heavily saving fuel.
There's no way you can save that much fuel. Hit one more time. It's too slow. Yeah, if they're saving that much, I would just drive around them, to be honest. Because you're way faster than them anyways.
And these two are dropping back here now, so we're good. I was worried about losing those two because they're
See how
trying to save
fast?
them.
Yeah, you see how fast you catch them when they start racing, though. You
Yeah.
slow, they slow down so much when they start racing. That's how you were catching them so quick there before the pits. Is that they started racing up here and you were just like zooming. So assuming you don't save any fuel, at 37 laps, you'll be pitting again at 136. Then you'll be pitting again at 172. Just gonna give you an idea where the pit windows are.
Gotcha.
And at lap 163, if you wanted to really do a strategy call, you could pit at lap 163. And you can make it all the way to the end without saving fuel. You'll be a little bit off sequence from them, but you would get tires earlier, and really you would have them for the whole last run there. But that's like a Hail Mary type strategy on that kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's out there. I kind of like that. But I say for now we just have the plan just run out the fuel on both on these next few runs, then just get short fuel the last one and tires and be lighter than everybody else and hopefully just drive away. Dude, are you cheating or something? You're just so much faster than there. I don't really understand. Just drove around. Joey, you were 3/4 of a lap down, and now you're leading with no draft. They're probably letting you lead so you can burn all the fuel or whatever, but I don't think they realize it really doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
Car looks good still. You got help with you?
No, they still want to race.
Just keep running your line like you normally do. Just remember, like I said, when they start racing, they slow down. So if they start trying to get racy behind you, but you just keep running your line that you've been running, you're just gonna pull away from them. I don't know if Matthew's intentionally working with you here, but you guys are starting to pull away from the field.
Yeah, they're backing up to save fuel now.
Yep. Hey, let them do that. Or maybe they'll break off your draft a little bit, you know? You can just go around and lap them. That would be some funny shit, actually.
Yeah, I think they're thinking too hard into it.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. I'll show you about 15 laps away. Is that what your shows too?
14.97.
Okay. My racing says 14.1 right here, but you got your eye on it. Plus, crew chief will tell you in the pit too, so.
Yeah, he tells me when I'm 1 lap away.
Yep. So you're pulling away from them now. I'm pretty sure they lost your draft.
Yeah, they did. They're 2.1 seconds back.
What the? Dude, let it be, dude. And whatever you do when you go pit, like, over slow if you need to, you know. On the going into the pits. Yeah, they're definitely overthinking this strategy. Yeah, so you get to pit 2 more times from here. So you'll pit at around 137. Then once you get at 174, then assuming you get a full tank of gas, you'll get you'll be 11 laps over the on fuel. But crew chief will short you a little bit there, so you actually be lighter that last run. You can really fly away from these guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to
Yeah.
gain anything.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, you know what? Let them do them. We got our strategy now. Like we this is going to work out perfectly for us if we can, not having mistakes or having and not and, like we're not really having any mistakes, but not having any cautions. We went from not needing a caution or from winning a caution to we don't want a caution. Now they're racing back there. Yeah, you just chill and do what you're doing. We're looking good right now.
That's the thing, they don't have Con ever to do their fuel strategy for them.
Yep.
That's what's fucking them. Because he always does it for all of them.
Well, you know what I think it is though? So I showed Nick how to use Amazon Prime to get caps, right? So Nick has caps now. So I wonder if he's looking at what caps is telling him and he's like over analyzing the fuel.
Probably. And at the end of the run, if we start opening up like we did both times, yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially that last run. So not this pit stop, but after your next stop, towards the end of the race, you're not gonna get a full tank, So you're gonna be lighter. So we should really start opening up that.
Yeah.
I know Nick doesn't have crew chief to do that, and I don't know if any of these other guys have it to do it.
I don't think so.
If they just stay lined up, they're faster than you, but they just won't stay lined up.
The other thing now is their bed's made too. If they try to line up and run to me, they're just going to burn all that fuel they saved off.
Yep.
But both beds are made. They got to lay in it.
Like once every like 5 laps, they'll line up and they'll run a little bit faster than you. And then after that, they just go apeshit crazy and start getting slower again.
Yeah, I should start really pulling away from them now.
You guys all ran about the same lap there. I think what helped you out was when Nick was in the second place, he started like saving fuel. That's what gave you your gap.
Might be lined up again, trying to draft up to me now.
I mean, they're running the same lap time as you, so that time they were a little bit faster. I wouldn't worry about it. There's no way they're going to catch you before pit stop, so even if they line up and run perfect lines. Never had an independent strategy at Daytona before. This is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Because normally you're like, you have to strategize with what everyone else is doing, you know?
Yep.
But in this situation, we've learned that we can run by ourselves and be faster than anybody else too.
I'll be putting this time.
Remember, slow up a little bit earlier so you don't get speeding. Nicely done. That was good.
That was right on the fucking money.
Yes, it was. All right. So you're technically a lap down, but they still got a pit, so it's all good. Hopefully, hopefully you can. So the thing is, though, if they stay, the longer they stay out now, and you can start running them back down again, the more this benefits you even more. You know?
Yeah, because I'll be on fresh tires.
Yep. You're definitely gonna be faster than they are, even though you're heavier, but you got more grip. So we want them to stay out as long as they can. 'Cause that's gonna just help us out even more.
Some of them's pitting, one of them just wrecked.
Oh god damn.
Fuck.
Well, hey, to be honest with
How
you,
the fuck
hey,
are
just, hey,
6 cars fucking wrecking?
wait, what? 6 of did they all just wreck themselves?
No, there's only 6 cars. Why the fuck are we wrecking?
Oh, if I were you though, dude, I would stay out because it's just going to help our fuel advantage at the end to put less fuel for our last stop. Still, you know.
Yeah, and they're going to be on the same strategy as it is now.
So I think if we ever got a caution, now is when it would help us out actually. So my suggestion is just to stay out and we'll keep doing our strategy as planned. We'll just run this tank out, then get less fuel at the end. This actually might still help us, to be honest.
Yeah, because we're going to be about 6 laps short. They'll probably be 4.
Oh. The 66 car hit the wall, come out of turn 4 really hard, and then lost control, went down to the inside, and smacked the wall again, and came back up on the track, and that's what caused the caution. When they threw the caution, he probably didn't need to throw that, but like I said, this still benefits us, I think. All good.
Pit, you bitch. Always
What?
lap down anyways.
Yeah, I think they gotta pick. They didn't. Yeah, they gotta get tires and fuel now.
Now, was there lucky dogs
If
and
Josh
wait
sets this up right, there should be a wave, Joey. If not, I will give it to you.
If it gives you the way,
Just ask
you should.
myself that question. Yeah, because they had wave around back in the 80s. They just didn't have the lucky dog.
I didn't even think about that, but he's gonna help us out, so nothing to worry about. I wouldn't worry about saving fuel. The more you burn up now, the less we have to get later on.
My caps is saying fuel it in 6.25.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
1587. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Burn as much fuel as you can now. That just means there's less that we have to get later on. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we had
Yeah.
11. Because if you fill it up all the way with our strategy, we had 11 laps too much fuel. So that's why Caps isn't going to fill you back up on the next stop. We're definitely not in fuel saving mode. If anything, we're like
Yeah, if it doesn't
fuel
give it to
burn
you,
mode.
just go as soon as you get the line.
Did you hear him, Joey?
Yeah.
Oh, I was way behind you, yes.
No, I needed. It's not good.
Lucky dog. Only thing is though, after this, we don't need another caution. This will probably put us out a little bit further than our original 174 lap to pit on. Just the caution laps and whatnot. Which is okay. It just gives you a lighter car and more rubber at the end, you know? So you can go push even harder.
Yep.
We just don't need any more cautions though. Too wide, you're good. You're gonna be clear in the corner. You might actually be faster than these guys now because they just got fueled up. You have similar rubber with less fuel, or with less fuel than they do. I swear to God, you're cheating. Give it a couple laps here and we'll see what fuel calculators say. See how things go. Around lap 180, I think is when you're gonna need to pit again. So you have about 20 laps with hardly any fuel and fresh rubber.
That's a big 10-4.
Then we're gonna fly.
This has been an eventful race. We've been laps down twice.
We have single-handedly chased down the field from three quarters of a lap down. Yeah, considering there's only like 7 people in this race, it's actually been really entertaining, to be honest.
A lot of strategy.
That's the fun part, is seeing how all the strategy plays out. I like our strategy though, with the whole still getting tires. 'Cause I think a lot of these guys, they're gonna try to run this entire fuel run and maybe just get fuel without tires, and they're gonna, in my opinion, if you do that, you're just gonna be too slow. You're not gonna have enough tires to have grip. Versus just taking a few extra seconds to get the tires, you're gonna be way faster and lighter, you know? That's my thought process behind
Yeah,
it.
we got you.
Plus, I don't know if you, I don't know if you can go 57 laps on the same set of tires, to be honest. That's a tall tale to be asking the car to do. Actually, it's more than that. It's more than that by a couple laps, but still, 60 laps about. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try that. What would be interesting though, to see if someone tries to cut this last run in half. I don't think that's the move either, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I just think for you, the best thing for you to do, because you've apparently got all this fucking raw speed out of nowhere on a fixed setup, is just stay up front. You know, just run the car out of fuel and put tires on it. Let's not get too creative here, you know?
Yep.
When you got the fastest car, just drive it.
This rate, I'm gonna lead like 3/4 this race.
Yeah. I think you got the extra bonus points for leading the most laps.
So you're wanting to run it completely empty?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The reason why is you run this empty is we take less fuel at the end, you know? So our car's lighter. So we stay light for having a... We're lighter than everybody else is right now, because we pitted just before that caution came out. We ran around a couple laps on our caution. And these cars, weight has to make a difference. Yeah, like I said, let's not get too creative. Just run it out, so it's out of fuel. Fill it up. So then, you know, let like crew chief do its thing, get new tires, and we're all set. How you feeling?
Not great. I've got a cough now. Last 100 laps I've been coughing.
Well, don't give me freaking Daytona. Jeez. NASCAR's not going to be happy that you're in this race with the coronavirus.
They'll get over it.
Look at this wreck behind you. You gotta be shitting me.
Fucking lap car just caused a wreck.
I still don't think we can make it from here. But this might open up the
45 laps.
this might open up the possibility of coming in with getting no tires the last lap and getting just a splash.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all plays out. That sucks. I'll definitely say come in here and get tires and fuel again, though. I don't think you have much of a choice. That Kevin guy hit the wall and came down, and Nick tried to pass him, and when Nick was down below him, he just hit him. Spun Nick out and himself. Honestly, Nick should have checked up when he saw him hitting the wall, though.
Yeah.
It's all good, though, dude. We got the raw speed anyways. You should still get out of pit road first here. Yep. Even with you missing your box, everyone else was so slow to stop in their box. Even with you missing your box there. Nobody else go out there. What's going on? Oh, there they are. Bro, it looks like I'm saw them get out of their boxes. Trying to pack on that extra fuel, that's what it was.
.37, I think.
The white cap says right now.
Yeah.
That's how many laps to go we'll need to pit.
It says refuel 4.37.
That just means that's how much fuel we're gonna put in at the end. The crew chief will handle that. So that number where it says fuel at in, that's how much you put in. Then the refuel, the number before that, I think that number is the how many laps before you get a pit. I wish I could see, I wish it would work for me so I could explain this to you better.
I'm streaming it.
Oh, are you?
I don't know if it shows up though.
Fuel and then 12.99.
I don't think we can save that much.
No, I wouldn't worry about saving now. Yeah, laps remaining at 36.3. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a look at that number there will tell us. All we need to know. So that 4.3 is how much fuel we're putting in it when we pit. Is we're gonna put 4.13 gallons in. But I mean, we can go 36.3 laps remaining on fuel.
Gotcha.
That's what that means. We're at 158. So we'll be looking at about 5 to go for needing fuel. I don't know if you can save that much. That 4.13 there actually might not. If you want to try to save about 5 laps worth of fuel, it's up to you. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. That's a lot of fuel, I think.
Yeah, it is. We'll just run it out and not put tires on it.
Sounds good. All right, I got your tires unchecked for you. Yeah, we're looking at about 5 laps to go before we need a pit for fuel. And honestly, if we don't get any cautions, that's what we're looking at. I would say push that as far as we could. But who knows? Maybe we'll get another caution and we can just stay out and save that much fuel under caution, you know? Just depends. Come on, guys! You guys should really start saving your fuel, like a lot. Like, Oh, got a car on the wall. Saves it. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted him to see him wreck right there. That's where he drove right beside you and then lifted. Car looks okay still. All good.
Starting with it.
Yeah. Does this dude just keep, if he keeps drafting us like this, You guys might start drafting away from Nick and the other guy. Stay off the wall.
He's making me looser and fuck.
Just run a little bit lower then. You ran that line, dude, and he couldn't keep up with you. You just drove away from him. This dude's a lap down too. That'd be so funny if he started drafting with you, so you drafted away from the rest of the field because of it. Oh, that would be golden. Yeah, just keep running like you are here. You guys are pulling away from Nick and Matt. Because Nick isn't drafting with Matt in the back straight, he keeps looking to his inside. Nick just got hella loose. He's just pushing you, dude. Bro, this is funny as fuck. You're a lap car helping us pull away from the leaders.
There's a fucking tire on the apron.
What the fuck? Oh, there's the culprit. I think this line right here, this middle lower line that you keep running like this, is faster anyways. Come on, Brian, get up here and draft with us some more. There we go. Here comes some draft.
I caught us back on defense.
Yep. Yeah, we're still looking at pitting at lap 195 with your fuel consumption.
Friday.
I just hope those guys in the back aren't able to. I just can't imagine them in these cars saving 5 laps of fuel. They've been pretty racy. They haven't been lagging back at all, you know?
Yeah, and whenever they were saving fuel, they were only able to go 2 more laps than I was.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I'm like, just run it out to 1 lap 95. Come in with no tires, get a splash, let crew chief do its thing, and see where it plays out.
Hopefully I can hang on to her on the apron.
Dude, this guy is. He's afraid to pass you because you're the leader. But every time he gets a run on you and he like checks up, he checks up everyone behind him as well. That's great. I love it. I'm here for it. Lap cars out of the picture now. Should we have more laps? I would say just let him get in front of you. You'll still be the leader and just fucking drass behind him.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to save fuel in these cars. That's in 5 laps is so much. I just don't see it. Because like you said, even when they were saving fuel before, it was only a couple lap difference. I want to see someone try to make it though and run out of gas. I would love to see that. I'll be surprised if someone can actually make it. That'll be a hell of a lot of fuel saving if they can. Car looks good still. Still looks good. We got about 2 laps remaining of fuel.
We'll have to pit next time.
Yeah. I have everything unchecked except for fuel, and I'm not your crew chief, so crew chief will be able to add fuel as needed. Crew chief's adding 5 laps. Or 5 gallons. 5 laps will work too. Be careful on the apron. It's gonna be slick. All right. Nick and Matt both just pitted as well. So let's go, baby.
See what happens here.
Dude, thank God. I was really starting to like think about it in my head. I was like, you know, they had that caution, then they pitted, they got gas, and we didn't. I was like, there's no way they can make it still, right? Right? Man, I hate when it gets so close like that. All right, they're on turn 1 and 2 here on the apron with really old tires. So you're definitely gonna pass them, but make sure you watch them for slide ups. We're on 3 and 4. We're 4 right now on the backstretch. See him? Let me turn my camera. All right, there's Nick. That's 2nd place. Leader is George ahead of you. Got Nick drafting with you now. Nick's with you. You gotta be kidding me, right? You're not gonna throw a caution for that?
No, he's in the fucking lead. Why would he?
Well, you're gonna get second because that's man.
God, that's fucking bullshit.
That's a shitty way of ending this race.
He pushed it up into the wall, and I've done that 4 times, and he can't keep it up there. Waste of fucking time. I ain't doing this shit again.
Well, it's about a waste of time.
You're gonna be P2 in the final results, Joey. But yeah, I understand what you mean. I watched it happen. You just got into a wall and it bounced off India.
Yeah, but the caution.
I hit the motherfucker 4 times and he can't hold up there. What the fuck?
Oh god damn, Joey, let go of your wheel. What the fuck? You landed it. That sucks, man. We had the strategy, we had the car, the driver, we had everything, man.
I won't be back.
For the races.